The information presented is for informational purposes only. The opinions expressed are not necessarily the opinions of any Daikin company. This information should not be confused for accounting, legal, medical, or other professional advice. Please seek advice from a qualified professional for any specific questions.
Welcome to the Accelerated HVAC Success Program. My name is Ben Middleton. I'm the National Sales Training Manager for the Daikin, Goodman, and Amana brands. Today I have with us Daniel Rawson, the Amana brand manager. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So, Daniel, we're going to talk a little bit about why Amana, what's new with Amana. But first, before we start there, tell me a little bit about your role and your background.
Sure. I've actually been with this company, Goodman, Daikin, Amana, for almost 15 years, straight out of college. It's the HVAC industry is all I know. I feel like I really lucked out. So I've been in a variety of roles. Prior to this one, marketing research and analytics. Kind of love to look at data and see what's happening in a market and project what's going to happen in the future. And so, and then probably in the last 3 or 4 years, been in this role as the Amana brand manager here for nationally. So,
okay. So how did Amana come to be?
Yeah, well, I imagine that whoever's listening here, I'm sure there's some who've been associated with the brand for a long time, but there's maybe some who aren't familiar with it, but and if you're in that group, I mean, I think everyone's sort of heard of the name Amana. It has a pretty high brand recognition, but in terms of its history, it's got a very unique kind of history as being a very premium American brand. Started in the 1930s, a guy named George Forstner started it, and really was a pioneer for a lot of the things that we've seen in the HVAC, not just HVAC, but in refrigeration specifically. They were first to do the first upright freezer for the home. This was in like the late 40s. Went on to do the first side-by-side refrigerator, that we all know. So they were really pioneers for the refrigeration industry, and then got into the appliances on the microwave side. Really first to bring the consumer microwave to market to your average homeowner. And this was with the acquisition of Raytheon, which they got involved in the 60s with Amana. But then they got into HVAC around that time as well. And in fact, Goodman acquired them and went on to do the tubular heat exchanger, and continued this kind of a legacy, keeping the brand here in America. And then later on, the brand was sold off to, so Goodman acquired Amana, and then later on sold the appliance portion off to Maytag. And we kept the HVAC portion here, and that was around the late 90s. Which brings us to today, where Daikin acquired Goodman a few years ago, and the Amana brand is, from an HVAC standpoint, still going strong, and keeping manufacturing here in the U.S. as well. So, which is pretty integral to the brand and its identity and its history. So
what would you say Amana is best known for in the minds of consumers?
Yeah, so I think we just talked about this tried and true legacy, right? So I think that recognition and that history plays a part in your average homeowner. I think specifically in the HVAC industry, it's going to be its warranties. It's best. We have a lifetime unit replacement warranty. We've been pioneers of really great HVAC warranties. So that's going to be a big thing that I think homeowners and contractors alike associate with the brand, which really speaks to the reliability and the investment and the trust that we try to put with this brand and our products.
So consumers know Amana, they recognize the Amana brand. What role does the brand play for a contractor when they tie that with their own brand?
Yeah, there's always this debate, I think, in the HVAC industry about, is the dealer the brand, or is the product manufacturer the brand? And I think sometimes we tend to talk about these things as if they're like mutually exclusive things, right? Of course, the contractor is the brand. And in fact, we believe in that strongly. I think we approach consumer branding of our products in a way that enhances the relationship right between the homeowner and the contractor. So we want a brand that's going to make the dealer's brand right also stand out. And the brand recognition plays a role in that. The reliability of the brand plays a role in that. So, some contractors obviously brand themselves and lead with that. And I think our brand can help enhance that. Other contractors are more conscious of wanting a brand that consumers recognize. And so we want to kind of make sure we play both of those roles. So we do that with our warranty. We do that with our brand awareness. We try to capitalize on that brand recognition and again, reaffirm consumer trust in the dealer, right, and in the product itself.
So you talked about Amana kind of putting these firsts out there, right? They had the radar range that they put out there. It was the side-by-side refrigerator. It was the tubular heat exchanger under Raytheon. And so when we look at all of that stuff, what is Amana doing today that's innovative and new?
Yeah, Amana's always been great at offering premium at a value, right? And so that's something that we're going to continue to do with our products. And so we've got a full lineup, right, of not only your base efficiency products, but all the way to your premium inverter products. But we want to follow where consumers are going, and high efficiency is a big deal. If you look at the data, more and more consumers are opting for high efficiency products, and an inverter technology I think is really going to be what leads the way. And so we've had an inverter product at a premium level, but this year recently we just launched a new side discharge inverter product called the Amana S Series. And that's a game changer because what it really does is it has inverter technology. So this is, the premium amount of premium level of comfort and technology that's going to give energy savings to the homeowner, right? But it brings it a bit more to the mainstream. Because we've had a high-end 1920 SEER inverter for quite some time, and it's an outstanding product. But now we have an inverter as a side discharge, right, that has at that 17.2 SEER 2 mid-efficiency level that now gets it to your more mainstream homeowner in terms of its positioning in the lineup, right? So this is something that is more affordable, but a premium value to your average homeowner. And that launched early this year. I think most have seen that around early spring, March, April of this year. And so that's very exciting. It's called the Amana S Series because we play on the 4 S's. So slim by design, smart engineering, sound you barely hear, and savings that matter. And that's kind of our messaging around it. The powerful thing about it, other than the inverter technology, are these features that really speak for themselves, right? When you talk to homeowners about the technical benefits of an air conditioner, it can get really technical, right? I mean, we get excited when we hear things like swing compressor and inverter, but to your average homeowner, that's kind of sometimes difficult. Those terms can get lost to them. So to be able to have a product that talks about how the slim nature of it, and it looks different than all the other products, right? And than their neighbors. The how quiet it is, right? The savings that you're going to get from an energy efficiency, the smart thermostat. These are all features that really speak for themselves that don't really require a lot of technical explanation, and that's exciting because it really is a great product that your average homeowner is going to, grasp right away its benefits and features.
So great. Amana has this legacy of innovative product, and it sounds like the Amana S Series is just another, piece in that long line of innovative products that have been put out there into the marketplace. What programs or tools are available to help a contractor that says, hey, I'm all in, I want to be an Amana dealer? How does the Amana brand help that contractor succeed?
Yeah, so setting aside the great products for a minute, we've got a lot of great programs to really help the dealer be successful with the brand. And we've talked a little bit about the brand recognition, the industry's best warranties that are really going to help sell themselves. But we also have a lot of support to help the contractor grow. We have a program. It's called the Amana Advantage program. And we do a lot to help invest in the dealer to help them grow their business. And one of those is through an accrual program. So we set aside, when dealers purchase a Amana product, we set aside a certain percentage of those dollars into an accrual fund that they can have access to be able to invest in advertising or any kind of growth efforts to really help grow their business, whether it's SEO, mailer campaigns, training as well. And so with the launch of the S Series, actually, when a contractor buys the Amana S Series, we're going to set it aside a 6% of those purchases as an accrual that they'll have access to. And then for all other traditional Cube-style Amana branded serialized product, they get a 3% accrual. And what really sets this program apart from maybe some that are offered by other manufacturers is that it's not a co-op, meaning we don't require the contractor to contribute any kind of funds. It's there's no 50-50 split. There's no annual fee. You get access to 100% of those accrued funds once you meet a minimum purchase requirement, which is $40,000, which is really a few Amana systems.
Right.
Once they hit that, they get access from dollar one to be able to invest in and grow their business. And I think we're pretty good at being pretty flexible with helping dealers use whatever vendor. We've got some great preferred vendors that can really help, but we want to be flexible. If it helps them grow their business, then we're there to help them use their accrual funds for those things.
So you also have programs like consumer financing?
Yeah, and consumer financing is really, it's increasingly becoming more and more important. We all are aware of the inflationary market we're all in. And so when we look at our programs, we know this has to be a piece where we have affordable solutions for your homeowner, right? That have high approval rates, acceptance rates, so the homeowners can get approvals, but also that these can be affordable for the contractor, right? There's always dealer fees associated with any non-cash transaction, whether it's a credit card or whether you're financing a loan. And so we've invested in partners that we've collaborated with to help bring awareness to consumer financing, to help provide training. We've diversified what we've offered a little bit in terms of our providers. We partner heavily with GoodLeap and with EGIA, Optimus platforms. Those are two great resources that really help accomplish this. And so we have these buy-down rebates to really help bring the cost of lending down for a contractor. As a standard program on the Amana S Series, for example, that side discharge inverter that just launched, you get a 6% buy-down rebate. So if there's a dealer fee associated with your loan, you're going to get a rebate back at up to 6% on that ticket. Which can be very powerful in terms of what sort of loans you're able to offer to a homeowner. And for all other Amana high efficiency products, so these are going to be our 15.2 SEER 2 and up products, you get a 3% buy down. And that's just, these are both standard programs that run all year round, so the contractor can rely on these buy down rebates.
And then you offer other seasonal promotional programs as well, right? As far as thermostats and...
That's right. So, with the launch of the Amana S Series and these consumer financing programs, we have an Amana Smart Thermostat that just launched with the S Series. It's a powerful, slick thermostat. It's got all the features that a homeowner would like, but that thermostat is free. It's at no cost to the contractor through June as of this moment.
Okay.
And so, again, that's just to support the launch of the Amana S Series that we believe strongly in. That's really going to, I think, change the game. But we made it easier by offering it at no cost to the contractor. We run other seasonal promotions as well. We have a buy 5, get 1 free for Amana S Series going on through June as well. Of course, we work with their distributor on the administration, so they'll need to reach out with one of our Amana distributor partners on how we administer that. We also do a lot with sales incentives for your comfort advisors when they sell Amana products. We have rewards for those for different high efficiency products. So we like to look at each quarter, what the needs are in the market, and we adjust accordingly on some of these rewards. One thing I also want to mention too is we have a consumer instant rebate as well on the Amana S Series. So a $900 instant rebate when you would install an Amana S Series product. So you get $900 off of that sticker price. We split that with the dealer. So the dealer funds $450 of that, and we at Amana fund the other $450 in the form of a rebate. So that's just a tool to give contractors the ability to, have a different closing tool if they need to, give a discount and compete a bit more. So $900 instant rebate.
So what is Amana doing to kind of close the skills gaps that we have in the industry and supporting their partners that way?
Yeah, we've got a couple of things. One thing that's coming probably around the fall of this year is as we've launched the Amana S Series, there's also something coming called Amana Cloud Services, which is a connectivity through the cloud to run diagnostics and remote monitoring of an HVAC system, particularly the S Series systems. The main objective of Amana Cloud Services is to enhance the relationship between the contractor and the homeowner. And we do that by, when it has these capabilities to streamline the installation and commissioning process. So it guides the contractor through it, but also provides the homeowner and the contractor reports of how the system is running. Is it running as it intended? And so that, really helps give the homeowner peace of mind, right? That the installation was done correctly and it's running right. But then after the installation commissioning, it has tools where it's monitoring the system for any issues. So the dealer's going to have access to a dashboard, right? Of course, this is with the homeowner's consent to be able to track if it's running efficiently, are there problems, to be able to proactively diagnose anything that might happen. So they're diagnostic tools. They'll have the ability to access the thermostat remotely if need be, to be able to maybe run some updates or run some fixes without needing to go to the home. So this is exciting. We're doing we're doing a pilot this summer with a few contractors to really get feedback on how it's going and how we go to market with it. So it's very exciting. That's certainly one area, especially around installation commissioning, where we're doing something different that we haven't really done before with Amana Cloud Services. I guess the second thing I would say is on training. So we want to make sure we provide as many training resources as we can for the Amana S Series, but really on all of our products, but particularly with the Amana S Series, because it's a fully communicating system. Training is really important. We think it's easy to install, but you've got to make sure you understand the communication piece, because that is something different. We've never had a proprietary branded Amana thermostat that's fully communicating, and so this is a first. And so we training is required, but we've got a lot of ways where dealers can do and complete installation and commissioning training. Of course, we've got great Amana distributors around that are doing a great job of that. But we have, through HVAC Learning Campus, we have the installation and commissioning training in VR or Omni device training, and it's free to contractors. They sign up, give us an email and a password, and they have instant access to both the S Series installation commissioning training and our cube style inverter training. So technicians can utilize that today. It's a very It guides you through the installation commissioning process with prompts, or you can turn off those prompts and test your knowledge, right? So it's a very good way to be able to get just the basics of the installation commissioning process very quickly and to reach a lot of people. So that's pretty exciting.
So I guess just to kind of wrap things up, if you had just kind of a final thing to say to our guests today, what would be your quick elevator pitch for the Amana brand?
Yeah, I would say the Amana brand is a tried and true premium American brand backed by the industry's best warranties, from the world's largest HVAC supplier.
Well, thank you so much, Daniel. I really appreciate you coming on the show. Look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.